Hey guys, if you like the content, please be sure to like the videos and subscribe to the channel. Thanks. Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're doing another Swiss Born of the Gods draft. We've opened Whims of the Fates. Not that good. Not that good of a card. So what's the best card or cards in this pack? I think Pinnacle of Rage, Fall of the Hammer, Nyxborn Shieldmate, Nyxborn Eidolon, Rise of the Challenge. It's a fairly weak pack overall. I think the two strongest cards are either the Pinnacle or the Fall of the Hammer. And personally, I like the Fall of the Hammer more just because it's so much cheaper than Pinnacle of Rage. Even though you have more potential value from Pinnacle, Fall of the Hammer, the instant speed, triggering the heroic, all of that stuff is very good. But I do also like the Nyxborn Shieldmate and the Nyxborn Eidolon. The Shieldmate more than the Eidolon for sure. But yeah, nothing too exciting about this pack. We'll just go ahead and take the cheap removal spell and see what happens. Okay, it's still early enough. I can take the best cards. I mean, the Conscriptor is fine. Steals guys. Pretty cool with Fall of the Hammer. Kill that guy, steal that guy. I could see that being pretty strong. I do like the Siren of the Silent Song quite a bit. But I have yet to play the Conscriptor, so we can give him a try. Otherwise, Nessie and Demlock's fine too. This is a fairly weak pack as well. Siren of the Silent Song is probably the best card. And Conscriptor is gotta be. I actually haven't played it, but I imagine it's pretty good. If you get enough stuff to trigger the heroic, I can see it taking the game over. I have a bit of an issue with it being a 5-mana 3/2, but could be a game changer. So I guess we'll pick him up. Let's try him out. Ooh, Chromanticore. Well, you know what I like to do in Swiss when I see Chromanticore is pick them up and then make the 5-color deck work. If I didn't pick that, I could pick Thunderous Might or Cyclops, but it's certainly early enough where we can make the Chromanticore deck work. Everybody has fun when I make Chromanticore. So let's go for it. We need a base green if we're going to do Chromanticore. So we really need to focus on that. Wow, Glimpse is a good card. Wayfinder. We get land cards with it. That might be what we need. Fixing is going to be key here. Yeah, I think we're just going to take the Wayfinder. I don't mind Glimpse, but it doesn't, I mean, it's a great card. It's going to be good against us, but it just doesn't work in the Chromanticore deck. It's okay. It's not a big deal. We do need to be base green. I'll say it again. Could take the Ferris Band Raiders. They're pretty cool. They're also another good finisher. And if you ramp a lot, they can be real good. And we'd like to ramp, for sure, because we're going to be trying to fix and stuff like that. Shrikeharpy's cool, but I'd rather get my fixing on, so Oracle of Bones is also kind of cool, but let's take the Raiders. Let's take the big fatties. You really need to be base green to make Chromanticore work, or else it's too difficult, in my opinion. You're looking for all sorts of cards. Ooh, Astral Cornucopia. We could do it. This is the deck to do it. You can pay 3 and get 1 out of it. Could also do Grave Robber Spider, which is certainly good. Oracle's Insight is a great card. But I think we want the fixing for now. Let's take the Cornucopia. This is the deck where you play it. Mischief and Mayhem, Tessin, Starbreaker. I think we need Weight of the Underworld. We're going to need some removal. Weight's not very good, but certainly playable. And we're going to need all the removal we can get. Alright, we could take Divination. We could also take Mortal's Resolve. Guess it protects Chromanticore reasonably well. Archetype of Finality, not that great. Could take the Mortal's Resolve. I'd like to be able to protect my Chromanticore if they find removal. Guess it doesn't protect it from revoke existence, but protects it from a lot of other stuff. Alright, well, we got Pinnacle of Rage. I think I'm cool with taking that. We can actually take the Black Oak of Odunos, too, as just like a blocker, but or Nyxborn Eidolon or something. I kind of want the removal. I don't know if that's wrong. Could be base, green, red. Get all the fixing from green if we can. We didn't get any... I think the issue is we didn't get any Karametra's favors from this pack, unfortunately. But it's not like an emergency situation or something, but I would like to pick some up. Culling Mark's terrible. A lot of this stuff's pretty bad. I guess we could take the Eye Gouge. Probably don't need the hard to cast 4-drop, even though he blocks reasonably well. I guess it's more likely we play the Cyclops than the other thing. Ooh, that's a late Servant of Timurit, surprisingly. Epiphany Storm. Second to last pick, Way to the Underworld. That's funny. Okay, so we're going to need some help here. We've got Wayfinder and Cornucopia right now to fix for Chromanticore. We're going to need quite a bit more than that. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, Biden of Thassa would be cool ordinarily, but I doubt it's going to be that great in this deck. Otherwise, we can do Ill-Tempered Cyclops, Gray Merchant. Currently have 3 black things for that, so I guess it's not out of the question, but just kind of hoping for some fixing. Harpy's not bad either. We could just take the Gray Merchant. Black was going late anyway. We got Servant and Wait super late. So we could take the Gray Merchant and maybe even wheel a Disciple or a Baleful Eidolon, but there's just no green cards in here. And the red cards are fine, but I feel like the Chromanticore deck never has a lack of win cons. It's just, you need stuff that keeps you alive. So that's why I like the Gray Merchant for these lists. But Gray Merchant's going to be tough to play if we don't get the fixing. But I think we got to try it. All right. Here's our amulet. So we're going to just slam that right now. Get our fixing on. Otherwise, Emissary is good. Commune with the Gods is cool. Wavecrash Triton, of course, I love that card. Phalanx, Pharykis Cure, they're fine too. But yeah, let's pick up the amulet. I can't bank on wheeling it just because it's too dangerous. Could take Divine Verdict here. Removal is key in the Chromanticore deck. And Divine Verdict's great removal anyway. It's clunky a little bit, yeah, but it's good. Undeniably good. So we're going to take it better than Vanquish. Prescient Chimera, decent cards in here otherwise, but yeah, we're slamming Divine Verdict. Okay. Now we can do Sedge Scorpion, but I think we'd actually prefer to do the Leaf Crown Dryad since it has Reach and Bestow. I like it more than the 1-drop Death Touch. Scholar could be good, but probably not happening. Maybe on the wheel. I would definitely take it on the wheel. But for now, let's get the Leaf Crown Dryad. Focus on the good cards. Alright, Temple of Deceit. Definitely want that. Also want Nylea's Presence, I guess, too. That's an issue. I think we take the Temple, getting 2 lands. One that helps us for our black, and then the blue splash. I could see that being useful. I do want the Nylea's Presence too. Especially since it builds Devotion and draws you a card. But I think we actually take the Temple. We're more likely to wheel the... How many picks are left in here? 6, 9, 11. So we're more likely to wheel the Nylea's Presence. Let's take the Temple. Okay, Omen Speaker's fine. Like it a little bit better when I'm deeper blue, but really there's not that much in here. We could take the Coordinated Assault. It's a good trick, but not sure if that's going to happen. The only other blue card we have right now is Chromanticore, so Omen Speaker seems a bit awkward, but it could help us find our Chromanticore. We've got decent fixing going on now, though. I mean, we've got Temple, Traveler's Amulet, Cornucopia, Wayfinder. It's not the worst. I do like Coordinated Assault. We're going to take the Omen Speaker. Might seem strange, but I feel like I could get some good use out of it. Alright, we could take Unknown Shores here. It's probably what we want. Get our fixing on even deeper. This lets us play a turn 3 Omen Speaker. Whoops. Otherwise, Read the Bones is definitely good. But let's take the Unknown Shores for now. Alright, wow. Wavecraft Triton on the wheel. Definitely taking that. Beautiful. Good blocker. Buys you time. Locks stuff down. Baleful Eidolon. Love it in these decks. Bestow, Death Touch. Can't ask for better than that. I do like the Disciple with the Grey Merchant, but let's just go Eidolon for sure. It's cheaper. Buys you time earlier. Alright, we can take Return Phalanx. I'll play that all day. We can take the Guardians or the Hippocamp. Let's take the Guardians. Could definitely main deck that. Scholar, Wield, that's beautiful. Can absolutely play that. A Null I like more than Asphodel Wanderer, but we probably don't main deck that or the... So this is 23 cards right here. Okay. This isn't bad. This pack helped quite a bit. We got an Amulet, a Temple, an Unknown Shores. Did we get any more fixing? Maybe not, but that is actually, these three are nice fixing. So let's continue to get our fixing on and keep this going. March of the Return's probably not even that bad in this deck, in case they have the out for the Chromanticore. So we did not wield Annihilate's Presence, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. We still get a chance out of pack 3 to find one. Alright, on to the last pack. Well, we've got Opaline Unicorn. That's probably what this deck wants. More fixing. Perforos's Emissary is, of course, good. We could hope to wheel the Unicorn. That is possible. What are we cutting for either of these? I mean, Emissary is a good card, and it's very easy to splash. This has got to be one of the Emissaries are some of the easiest cards to splash. But I do want the ramp. I want to ramp and fix for Chromanticore and just our late game in general. I do think the Unicorn is the card we want. It's really how likely are we to... Let's see, the first 8 picks are probably Emissary. I think, unfortunately, this pack's not deep enough. There's really only, like, 4 good cards, so I don't think the Unicorn is going to wheel. So I think we got to take it, sadly, because I don't want to pass the Emissary. But I'm not sad that we're getting the fixing. That is, I mean, that is good, definitely. I wouldn't mind either of these Bestow guys, any of these Bestow guys, really. But, yeah, Unicorn. Okay, we can take Anthusa for sure. She's awesome. We actually have ways to generate her heroic. Otherwise, there's Baleful Eidolon, Lightning Strike, Omen Speaker. All of those are good, too. But I kind of like the idea of Anthusa. We actually have a few ways to target her, too. She's a great finisher. She's a big threat. I do want the Lightning Strike. That's solid removal. But, I don't know. Kind of feeling Anthusa. What else do I have to target? Let me see all the things I have to target her. Fall of the Hammer, Mortal's Resolve, Baleful, Leaf Crown. Baleful's going to be tough because you have to have a lot of lands to make her have value. I guess I don't have as many ways as I thought. I could just slam the Lightning Strike. Get some more good removal going. We do have Chromanticore and Ferrisband Raiders as finishers. Anthusa's a little more sexy, but I'm actually going to take the Lightning Strike. I just want to make sure that we have enough ways to survive to get Chromanticore online. I do really like Anthusa, though. Agent of the Fates is sick, though. We're definitely taking that. I like this more than Anthusa because it can be so broken. Um, Otherwise, Horizon Scholar's another finisher. Nothing too great beyond the Agent anyway, so happily snagging that card. Card's really dirty. A lot of times this card doesn't even seem fair. Metamai, I've never played the Sphinx. Could make it work. What else is good in here? No removal really. Disciple gains some life, which is good. Let's take Metamai. Why not? You get to take an extra turn. I mean, right? Isn't that ridiculous? Can't attack during extra turns, but getting a 4/4 Flying Sphinx. I've never played it, so I don't mind it here. All right, I would like to take the Nimbus Naiad, but I think we're just going to take the Nilea's Presence. It's going to help fix this even more and net us cards and stuff like that. So our fixing is getting there. It's definitely getting there. I like the Nimbus Naiad a lot, though. Do not get me wrong. But did not wheel last time, and I don't know if I can expect it to wheel this time. Well, we can take a second Gray Merchant. Currently we have Baleful, Return Phalanx, Agent, Servant, Double Weight, and another Gray Merchant, as well as Chromanticore. So we might have enough to make him work. And we can sort of cut back on another color, maybe dip out of red a little bit, like Conscriptor seems less necessary in this deck. What else is good in here? I mean, a second Unicorn would be fine. Our fixing is starting to get there, though. We could take the Unicorn. Then we're rocking what? Unknown Shores, Temple, Amulet, Presence. I like the Gray Merchant. I like Griptide. I like Sip of Hemlock, too. I think we may want to go deeper black and start to dip out of red a little bit, except for our removal spells. Like we probably don't need the Conscriptor. The Pinnacle is a little pricey, so we could probably keep it. But maybe we dip out a Conscriptor and Cyclops. I do like Griptide a lot too. Might be just cheaper than Sip, so we might want it. And it's tempo too. I love Griptide. I'm going to take it over the Sip. Might seem strange, but it's cheaper. I know we're not as deep blue, but I don't know. Something about it. I just love that card. I kind of want the Horizon Chimera over the Amulet. Double Amulet, to me, strikes me as a little bit unnecessary. I feel like we're actually good on fixing, believe it or not. Let's take the Chimera. It's better. It's a great card. You slam a Chromanticore on that and see what happens. Alright, we can take a Battle-Wise Valor, I guess, but likely not playing any of it. Destructive Revelry's fine. At least a good sideboard card. We've got enough finishers, so don't need anything else. Mnemonic Wall, Last Breath. Last Breath could be good. How good's Mnemonic Wall? Brings back tons of stuff, I guess, huh? Alright, let's take the Mnemonic Wall. Looks like a good amount of value. Crackling Triton's actually good in this deck. I like it more than the... I guess the Scourge Mark's good at the Wave Crash and the Agent of Fates. Alright, changed my mind, I think. I don't even know if we're going to be able to make any of this work. I mean, we're going to be able to make the deck work. It's like all of this late stuff that I'm picking up. I don't know if I'm going to make that work or not. But yeah, we ended up with enough fixing for sure. So I'm happy with that. We've got good game plan. Plenty of cards to choose from. I don't think our fixing's that bad. We've got a decent early game plan. Let's put in some stuff for now that I'd likely want to play. So black actually looks pretty solid in our deck. The Triton, Speaker, Griptide, Wall is considerable. Scholar is considerable since we have all the black. Actually, I think I definitely want to make the Scholar work. Follow the Hammer, Lightning Strike I do want in red. Raiders, Presence, Dryad, Wayfinder, Chimera, Metamai, Chromanticore, Cornucopia, Unicorn, Amulet. And let's not forget this stuff. And our foil island, of course. This is 26 cards, sort by color. So just a couple white spells. So white is almost unnecessary in the deck. Green. So we're almost primarily black, which is cool. Then that we got the double gray merchant. I'm glad we're going to be able to get some value off of that. Did I forget my divine verdict? I did. Okay, so there is a little bit more white. So I need to make 4 cuts. Why don't we, before we do that, sort the deck a little bit. I'm not missing any of my fixing, am I? No, that's not until later. Let's hide this. Okay. So let me set all of this aside. These guys. And Cornucopia is like a 3-drop fixer. Okay, so I need to make 4 cuts. Could actually see cutting the Wayfinder. It finds you lands, but what I don't like about Wayfinder is it buries the rest of the cards. I picked him up early because if you don't have good fixing, he can help, but I don't like that he buries. He could like get rid of our Chromanticore and that would suck. So let's dump him. Because if you look at the fixing we've got Amulet, Unicorn, Presence, Cornucopia, Temple, Unknown Shores. So that's a lot. That is enough, at least. So 3 more cuts. Weakest cards. Probably don't need the mnemonic wall. We've got stuff going on where we don't need it, I think. We're probably fine without it. I really like a lot of our creatures, though. I got to tell you that. So it's going to be tough to cut creatures comfortably for me. What did I say for heroic? What do I have to target heroic currently? Baleful, which is like 5. Leaf Crown, which is 4. Scourge Mark, Fall of the Hammer. So I kind of wish I had more to target them with. I could see the Scourge Mark being awkward. It's pretty much just to target heroic with, which isn't bad, but I feel like we've got bigger. This deck has bigger plans than that. Like this guy is a 3-mana 3/2 Death Touch, nothing to complain about. This guy is a 3-mana 1/4 blocker, nothing to complain about. So just if you have the spells to target with them, you get extra value. Otherwise, they're just good blockers that buy you time. I like that game plan. Could dump the Omen Speaker, but I still like scrying quite a bit. It could be because we're so low on blue. Well, I guess got a decent amount. I like the idea of being almost like mostly green, black, right? And then just a little bit of white and blue and red for like removal and fixing and stuff like that. Could cut the Omen Speaker. But I like finding my Chromanticore. That's the thing. What do I cut? What do I cut? I could cut one of the weights of the Underworld. And what's our removal suit look like if I do that? Then we've got Agent maybe, Wave Crash maybe, Verdict, Weight, Grip Tide, Baleful. We're a little bit short on removal. Oh, Fall of the Hammer and Lightning Strike. Okay, so we do have some, we've got some decent removal, I guess. All right, so this is 23 cards. I definitely want to play it like this, I think. Why don't we look at the colors? This guy's green and blue. This guy's white and blue. All colors, of course. So the main color is black, of course. Let's put in our Unknown Shores Temple. We're good with one island, probably, and I'm assuming we're going to be... Oh, that's interesting. Maybe not, then. All right, so one mountain for sure. We only have those 2 in the Chromanticore, so that's cool. I think I want more forests because we want to hit Nylea's presence. So maybe one blue, which we already have. One island and the Temple of Deceit. We're good on blue sources, I think. White sources, they want 4. That doesn't seem right. I've only got these 3 spells in the deck. And Chromanticore? No, that's not right at all. And none of these are played early. So let's go to 1 plains. So we have a black source already. If I up this 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I need 2 more lands. Well, we want the double black, so let's go 7, 8 sources of black. I want the green for the Nylea's presence, but why did they want me to have 2 white sources? Or 4 white sources, rather? Yeah, I'm really not feeling all the white sources. I don't like that. Two more lands. I guess we could go 5-2 maybe. I don't know. Even the 2 white sources seems unnecessary, doesn't it? I could go 8 black sources. I mean, we really do need to hit double black, but is this an okay mana? Oh, 41, so I put too many in. Okay. So 17 lands. How many sources? Let me count my sources real quick. So 3 blue sources with the Unknown Shores, 2 red sources with the Unknown Shores, 6 green sources, and 2 white sources, 8 black sources. Yeah, I think I'm comfortable with this. This is an okay deck. Yeah, this looks like fun. Let's try it out. Always love playing Chromanticore. I feel a little more, carefree about it because it's a Swiss draft, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal either way, even if we, get annihilated or whatever. But yeah, this looks like a fun deck to play. All right, I shall see you guys round 1.